Hi, I'm Shauna Parvin. I'm here on behalf of PIN Salon doing 3 easy tips for summer hair. The first look is going to be a really clean, simple ponytail, and I'll show you a really great trick for that. This is a regular rubber band, and we use this because we have lots of grip and lots of hold with 2 bobby pins. You want to stick this into the hair close to the scalp, and this is a regular rubber band, but it will not damage the hair if you apply it like this. Bring this around, keep this close to the scalp, use your hands to hold it, and you want the rubber band to be on this side or the outside of the bobby pin so it does not pull it out. And wrap it around. Once you have one rotation, you can look at the ponytail and make sure it's the right placement. Then continue to wrap this around. Ideally, you want those pins to cross. If they don't, that's okay. But then you have a nice tight ponytail. To hide the elastic, what you want to do is take a small section from underneath. And then there's a great product that we have here at PIN called Aquage Working Spray. And this product is a non-aerosol product, so you want to dampen this section, use quite a lot. But this has a heat protectant in it, so it will help protect the hair. But wrap this around nice and tight. Add a little bit more working spray. Then take your ceramic flat iron and just seal that right the way around, and then you have a nice hidden ponytail. The second look is going to be a fishtail braid, which everyone thinks is the most complicated. It's actually quite simple. We're going to take 2 sections. Now I'm going to take the right section over the left. I'm going to split them in 2 like so. And now I'm going to take a section from the left as I'm adding and cross that over to the right. And now I'm going to take a section from the right and I'm going to cross it over to the left. And now I'm going to take a section from the left and, you guessed it, cross it to the right. So once you have the rhythm down, it's super simple. So another tip to keep it separated is to hold your fingers up so that you can have separation. You can have a little bit more control over the hair. So now this is from the left-hand side and it crosses over to the right. Now with this, we want to add a little bit of lift to the front. We're going to starch this with our Aquage finishing spray, light short burst. Now when you're doing braids or any kind of dress work, even on yourself, it's best to take rounded sections because they will flow better with the hair and the head. So now our last section was from the left to the right. Now we're going to take a small piece and we're just going to continue this pattern without adding hair from anywhere else, because this is going to be a separate braid. So now it's taking small sections from the outside and crossing. So once you have this down, you just continue the pattern. Finished look on the fishtail. We're going to pin this out of the way so that we can work on the underneath. So once again, take a small section of hair, divide it into 2 pieces. 2 pieces. You want to cross the left over the right. That's how we begin. Now we're going to take a section from underneath. Then we're going to cross the left over the right. And we just continue to do so. Sometimes using a comb you can get a cleaner section, but this is going to be very loose, very lived in, left over the right. So if you want to take and use your fingers and grab the hair, that's totally fine too. Left over the right, like so. Keep this close to the head, but this braid is going to follow all around the head. Section from the top, right over the left. Section from underneath, and just continue the braid. We've got this 2-strand or fishtail that swings around just like so. And now what we want to do is take and deconstruct this. I'm going to bring this through, and we're also going to deconstruct, which this is the fun part anyway, just loosening everything up, flattening it out, so you get some cool, interesting texture. And then what you want to do to get a little bit more lift for the top, let's lift that up a little bit. Take 1 bobby pin and you want to just stick this in like a skewer, because you don't want to open the pins. They'll catch too much hair and they'll come out. bring this around, and let's just tuck this in so it looks like it's one piece. We can set this with a little bit more finishing spray, the wash finishing spray, a little bit more hold. It's perfect for summertime at the pool or summertime at music festivals because it gets a really nice little editorial feel as it starts to kind of deconstruct. But this is the feel with this nice little 2-strand braid. And sometimes you may do just one, but sometimes it's nice to do a couple different sections. The third look is inspired by all of the summer music festivals that we're having. So this is going to be a fun, little trendy, quick way to dress up longer hair. We have 2 sections that are thicker sections. Now we're going to take a small section from underneath, and this is going to be probably about half the thickness of the 2 sections. So you take the small section and you wrap it over, through and under, and then over this section like so. So you create like a figure 8 as with the small section. So that goes over the top, now it goes through, under, and over. So you just continue to take this small section and wrap it through, under, and over, just like a figure 8. You want to keep that tight so it will gather up. You can see what's starting to form here. This section is going to go over, through, and under. Now at this point, we may decide we want to let this hang free. So we're just going to add a little bit of hair like so. And when we collect this hair together, it's just going to stay intertwined and it's going to hold. Let's add a little bit of the finishing spray, the Aquash finishing spray. I'm going to bring this over, through, around, and over again. You just continue this figure 8 feel. You can choose to continue this down, or you may decide that that's enough. And we're going to wrap this around. We're going to use our Aquash working spray, which is our non-aerosol hold. We're going to spray this so we get the hair a little more damp. Wrap this around, and then we're going to take our flat iron very gently and just seal that hair. You can let this hang down and be very kind of summer of love feel, but it looks super cute. Thanks for joining us. This is PIN Salon, and we're sharing hair ideas for the summer with you. Stay tuned. We have plenty more ideas to share.